PAWS, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Ms. Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and we are here on location.
We are on location.
We are. Our summer...
In our little talk and listen book, which we're really good at talking, maybe not so much listening.
I know. We
These guys are good listeners, though.
Yeah. Here's our little buddies keeping us socially distanced. So we are following all the pandemic rules to be safe and healthy. But we are here. We were at the library. Nobody back in this area, but we're here.
We're here.
So we're going to let you know what's going on. I have a little bit of book buzz bits. Yep, things that we've got to know. And actually for this time, I kept it at, I was doing some research on how libraries around the world are handling this, this pandemic. And it's because it's just where we are right now. And we don't know how long or what's going to happen or whatever. So I just looked to see if, how... if other libraries, I think part of it is, we end up in our world feels really small, but if we think about everything that's going on with the pandemic, the whole world is suffering.
Yes.
It's not just Pennsylvania or the United States or,
Right.
I mean, you start listing these countries and you're like, oh my gosh, that's right. So we'll just kind of do some little tidbits about that. So it begins with COVID-19 in the global library field is what this is about and what's happening. And the first thing, of course, was about libraries closing around the world. And we, of course, were closed as well for quite some time. And now we are open with very limited resources available. But and we'll get into that. But libraries around the world are facing hard choices, which services to offer and how, ranging from minimal restrictions to full closure. We are aware that governments themselves are taking different approaches, sometimes ordering the closure of all institutions, others indicating that life should continue as usual, which we would love. I wish that we were as usual. And others simply leaving decisions up to library directors. And in here, I think we may have touched base on it the last time, but we answer to a lot of people. It's not just us or the director that gets to make that decision about Pennsylvania libraries, for one. First of all, the American Library Association, they pull all their data. Pennsylvania Library Association, and I feel like Pennsylvania in itself has been a very, very rigid, strict state as far as restrictions to get us through this and keep us healthy. And we also answer to the township and library board. There's a lot of people involved in the decision making, but also we were probably the first one for the longest time, the only one libraries that even reopened around here.
Yeah, definitely the first in
as
our
far
county.
as in-house. So we've taken a turn on all of that. School, another area that they taught, and I didn't think about this as much, are the school libraries, but institutional, the universities.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I'm Penn Stater, I'm going, Petit Library. Would that be I didn't even think about that. Well, I know the universities are closed, so of course the library would be closed, but there's just so much. School libraries in 143 countries have been affected by the closure of all these educational institutions. And like I just said, in many of the universities, the libraries are closed. Libraries in different parts of the world are facing very different situations, from broadly maintaining a full service to complete closure. Drawing an experience around the world, libraries and librarians are finding themselves in one of a number of situations. Business as usual, more or less as usual. In some countries, the cases of the virus have been limited and governments have not taken any specific measures. I think that's scary.
Yeah.
They're saying, okay, the government hasn't taken specific measures, so they're just going to stay open as business as usual. Well, the cases might not be bad yet, but, we have found watching even here through the U.S., states that opened too quickly and now are paying, sadly. I'm not very sad for them. Let's see. And all the changes that we had to make, the changes in service. So they're all going through what we went through. And the changes that we've made here that we touched on maybe a little bit last time was making sure, number one, they said covering up things. So if you come into our library, we talked about that, the things that are covered. Other things they talked about in order to keep social distancing, remove chairs, remove furniture. We've had to do that. Making sure that there's a lot of sanitizer around. Yes, we have a ton of sanitizer. Making sure that we have a way of cleaning the books and the different resources. Well, we do. We have a quarantine system that the books and items get quarantined for 3 days. And the list goes on and on. We really, I am very proud of how hard our library has worked to make this work for our community.
It was a big planning process for sure.
Yeah.
But they did work really hard on it, and which is why we were able to open, what we did.
Right, exactly.
And I feel like we were opened safely.
I agree, because these ones that are like, business as usual, I don't think I'd feel very comfortable with that. And the other big thing too, and I'll leave it on that, is now that libraries have to think more outside the box. We've had to think outside the box with our programming, like, oh boy, we can't have you in here for programs, but how can we get ourselves and our resources out to you? Like the phone call we got this morning. I felt really bad. A mom called and was like, okay, do you have any programs going on today? And I was like, no, I'm really sorry, we don't. Was your play area open? And I felt bad. I told you, she seemed desperate for something to do with her kids. And I feel blessed that this is where she wanted to be, but unfortunately, with the times, it's very different. So, we're trying to bring it to you the best we can. Everything right now is digital.
Yeah, mostly,
Pretty much.
Or take home.
Yeah, lots of take home kits. Stop in. I mean, it's nice. You can stop in now.
Right, get your stuff.
I missed seeing everybody.
I know.
You start seeing the kids. And
it's hard to recognize people, too, because we only see half of their faces.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. This is how we look right now.
I've run into people even in the grocery store and stuff, and they'll talk to me, and I'm like, I didn't recognize you at first because of your mask.
I know.
Even our little ones, are having that, I saw a cute thing actually today, like nurses were doing, and they said it was a cute idea for teachers, maybe even for us, is they made, since everybody wears a mask, they made a button with their actual face on it.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
It was cute.
Yeah, I've seen that the doctors, one place, they did a news thing on it. They even had it on their tags, like a big picture so everybody could just see them, which is a great idea because it's kind of scary not to know who you're dealing with, and you walk up and all you are eyes, or and if you have glasses, you don't see they don't see anything.
Right.
So yeah, I've had that. Like, it takes me longer to recognize people.
Yeah.
We had somebody in here that you and I know that we took the cricket class from.
Right.
And I was like, all of a sudden she started talking and I knew the voice.
Right.
But and I didn't really get a good look until I knew the voice, and then it all clicked. And I went, oh,
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, for sure. It's just a different time.
It is a different time. So when we do our book buzz for September, hopefully we'll get better and better news. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, it's a big hope. We'll see what happens.
It is.
But again, as Ms. Linda said, we are things virtual or take home, and that concludes our summer reading program, which is going really well. I'm really excited about it because the summer reading program is something that we, as a staff and as a community, look forward to all year. We in our library, I think, has one of the best summer reading programs. Pat us on our back.
Yeah, we do.
Not to toot our own horn or whatever, but we do. We have a lot of fun here this summer, and
we work hard to make it like that.
And we plan all year for it. But this summer is very different, of course. But we purchased this app called Reader Zone, which is working really well. And what you do is you can track the amount of time that you're reading to your child or your child's reading on their own through this app, and adults too. So we have a competition for birth through adult summer reading program. It's absolutely free, and we're still having cool prizes and stuff. And now that we're getting a little bit past halfway in the summer, you can still join. You can still definitely join if you haven't done so yet. You can still definitely jump on there. But for those that have been reading, you're going to start to get some notifications on your app or some emails from us saying that you're ready for your halfway prize. And those are all ready to go. We have carts of really awesome prizes.
It's fun.
And so everybody that makes it to that halfway goal gets something free for just for reading
Come and
this
pick
summer.
it.
You can pick what you'd like too.
It's like a treasure chest.
It is. Of all kinds of cool stuff, books, activities, all kinds of neat things you can come and pick for free just for reading this summer. And adults too. The adult halfway prizes are really nice as well. Did you get your adult halfway prize?
I was just going to say, excuse me, I need my halfway prize. I'm
the
registered, and I'm more than halfway. Am I included in that?
Yeah, of course. Go to the circulation desk and ask if you can get
go
your halfway prize.
Thank you. There we go.
Yeah, for sure. So there's some really cool stuff for the adults as well.
Cool.
And then we're starting to have some kids, that are our big readers that have already reached their summer reading goal. That is okay. That is fabulous. Congratulations. Don't stop reading. You can keep reading past your goal, and then we do have our baskets that we're raffling off at the end of the summer. And what happens is after you get past that goal, every X amount more books or minutes that you read, you'll earn an additional ticket for those prizes. So please don't just stop reading when you reach your goal. Keep reading, and you have more chances to win. So. Yeah, so sign up, download the Reader's Zone app, type in the code. We'll post this flyer for you guys too. A lot of fun. It's been going well.
So I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised on that too, because I know how the kids love to come in here.
Right.
We love them in here, and it's lively and it's fun, and you're in doing all the stuff together, and wondered how is that going to look when you're doing it all online, and the numbers. I was like, wow.
Yeah, we have a lot of participants.
That really rocks.
Yeah.
So hey, pat yourselves on the back for
good reading, guys.
Yeah, good reading and being part of it.
For sure.
All right, other fun things that we are offering. Number one, let's see, book bundles. It's like, thank you, Vanna.
I'll Vanna for you.
All right, she's Vanna. Book bundles like this one. It's all about starting kindergarten. So what we do is we have themes, and when you come in, we have a table in the lobby. We also have them lined up on our shelves here on top of the books. Different themes. So we've had dragons and kindergarten pets, maybe in cats or
sight words.
Yes, sight words. All kinds of different themes. And actually, it's pretty slick, because if you come in here and you're with your kids, you don't want to really spend a lot of time searching, and all of a sudden your son is into dinosaurs, or your little girl is going into kindergarten and needs to, refresh her memory on the words. Grab the whole bundle. You're done.
Yep.
Check them out. It's all pulled for you. Along with that, we have put together, we still have the Express K, where you can get online all of this. The bundles, you can request bundles too. So these ones are pre-put together, but if you get on our website, you can fill out forms for a bundle. And it asks questions like the child's name, age, how are they reading, what are their, interests, or maybe books that they've liked, etc. And you can reserve a bundle. We pull them together for you. Kind of fun with that, randomly.
Which is nice, because then you don't even, if you're not prepared to come in yet, or you don't want to drag all the kids into the library yet, they're already ready for you to go. They'll either be at the front desk, or you can still request curbside. And for that, you can choose if you want a 5-book bundle or a 10-book bundle.
Yeah.
So,
we
have parents that will request them for all their children. So they want 5 books or 10 books for every 3 kids, and that's go for it.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Back when, we've had it where there was a limit on what you could put on hold.
There still is on our website, yeah.
Yeah, it still is on the thing, but if you're pulling for the bundles, you can at least, you know,
we can override that for you.
Can override
you can have
that
as
for
many
you.
books as you would like.
Yes. So order your book bundles today. Also going out with them starting this week are the kindergarten readiness packets. Thank you, Miss Shannon.
So we have, and so when you would do the express, so we have the book bundles you can register for online. We also have our Express K pickup, which is specific kindergarten readiness skills, books and materials.
Right.
And now with that, you can request a packet too. So there's a bunch of just handouts and things that are for all kindergarten and preschool readiness skills. It also will include a pack of ABC flashcards that you can use for practice or for games or whatever. And this is all yours to keep. So just some fun activities to do just to kind of practice all those skills, you know,
It's
while
just
you're
a
home.
nice little bonus.
Yeah.
What a little perk.
Yeah. You never know what we might have for you at the library.
Yes, but always stay tuned because it changes. We're like TJ Maxx. It changes daily. You have to come in and see what we're offering. That's all right. It's all good. So those are our book bundles.
Right. And going along with the book bundles, the Express K for our older kids, our tweens, our teens, and even our adults, we have a service called PTPL Find a Book, which is also on our website. And again, you just fill out a very simple form. And then what we do for that is we will then email you back several suggestions of other books to read next. So we'll let you know if we have it physically here in the library, if it's available as an ebook. We don't pull those books for you. We just give you the suggestions. So it's kind of just like a little reader's advisory service.
But they can get online.
But then you can get those books.
You can get online and put them on hold. Then they get pulled for you.
Right.
But we'll offer you suggestions, and maybe you like something that was suggested.
And I did have a kid that came in the one day, and he was like, "Oh, you recommend this book to me, and I'd like to know if I can have it." I'm like, "Oh, great!" So
absolutely,
it's working.
Yes.
So that's good.
No, it would be awful if you recommended this book. I'd like it. Can I have it? Oh, I'm sorry, we don't carry that one. Just kidding. We have to have a sense of humor. Sorry, we were just saying.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck finding
Here's
that.
a website.
Yeah, that's bad. All right, so we're still doing STEM Saturdays.
These have been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. Let's see. The first one in August, which is going to be August 1st, we are doing salt. These are salt pictures.
Oh, cute.
They're raised salt art. And I chose to do it on canvas. So mine was really quick, and it's not as, when I did the video, it's not as dark as I would like it to be, but it explains everything on the video. So we're going to be doing this on August 1st. If you want to do, and August 8th, we're going to be doing a science experiment with Skittles, which is going to be really fun. I know, and it's like a weird one. I think it's going to be fun. You'll probably go, but it'll be fun. So they show at 10 a.m. on Saturdays, but the video remains so that you can watch it anytime. You have to register online for participating, to get a kit.
Right.
So we're going to give you, pretty much what you need, other than things that we think you might have at home. Like I assume you have salt and you need glue, but we're going to give you the canvas. We're going to give you one of those little dropper things, to do your painting with. So we give you as much as we can for each STEM kit. And so register.
Yep, everybody can watch the videos, but if you want to get the kit to be able to make it yourself, you have to register online. She's done toothbrush robots, all kinds of cool stuff, and you get all the little materials that you need. Come in, pick them up a couple days ahead of time, and then you can go ahead and watch the video once it goes up on YouTube and Facebook. And then again, it's still there, so you can even go back and watch ones we've already done and try those experiments too.
Yeah, there's a lot like this one as an example, or the one that's going to be airing this week, the frozen erupting volcanoes, are things that you can do with stuff that you have at home as well.
Right.
So it'll keep you from being bored the rest of August.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. And we also have every Monday, you can come into the library, and we have take and make kits. So we never know what they might be. We don't post ahead of time what they're going to be.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. So this one is like a mask making kit, not a facial mask, but like more like a pretend play mask. And all the supplies that you need are there, minus, maybe glue or scissors, or maybe some coloring supplies. But you get what all of that in a little baggie to go, and you can take that with you and make it at home. So it's another thing that we're offering every Monday, and sometimes on extra days, not just Mondays.
Right.
You just come and see what we have. And then also going along with that, these Express K Learning Packets, yes, you can get them with your bundle, but also we do have them sitting in the children's desk too. So if you just happen to pop in one day and you're getting some books for your kid, and you're like, oh, can I have one of those Express packets? Yes, you definitely can. So those are available all the time. As well while supplies last, but you don't have to register for those. And then coming up in August, we're going to start to have a couple teen DIY videos where you will be able to go online, just like with the STEM Saturdays and some of the other programs, and register for a supply kit where you'll get all the materials that you'll need to go ahead and do the craft. They're making something out of Sculpty Clay dragons for like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of a theme. There's going to be some fun things you can sign up for, and then we'll post videos for that as well, or give you directions to do it at home. So some fun things going on for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And PAWS.
And we have our virtual PAWS for reading. We did that in
That
July.
is interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So since our favorite program is when you can come into the library and read to the dogs
Yeah.
for PAWS for reading. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that at this time, so
Yeah.
we've gone a virtual way. So there's one there, and then they still live on our YouTube page, and they will live there probably forever. So you can go back and watch. We have one in May, we had one in July, and we're going to have one in August, where we're taking videos or photos of staff members' dogs, or maybe for August, you can submit videos of your dogs.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You know,
I like
the
that,
community
sure.
dogs. And then we put together a little video, and you can read to the dog virtually.
Yes.
So pretty cute. It's
It
been
is.
fun.
That last one was really cute too with the staff dogs. Just on a side note, did we have the props for that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll do that one later. Okay. Fairy tale lunch break. This has been fun. At noon every day, one of the children's staff, we read a fairy tale. And each week it's a different theme. Like this week is...
Goldilocks.
Oh, it is Goldilocks. I have to think about it because we film a little bit ahead, so we have these ready.
So we're kind of always living in the future.
Yeah, we're
and
living in
past.
the future. This week is Goldilocks. Next week is Jack and the Beanstalk. So I brought you a present. So mine, just to promote my little fun thing. So this is mine coming up next Wednesday at noon. Don't miss it. Jack and the Jelly Beanstalk. Rachel Mortimer and Liz Pichon, illustrator, is what we did. And it is a delicious story. I did it today. I mean, talk about...
Yeah, I found a jelly bean on the
you?
bench, and I was like, I really hope that was from today and that hasn't been sitting on our bench since Easter. Did you get a bad flavor?
Oh. Oh, really?
Are they like Burt's Every Flavor beans? Did you
Really
get like a
sour.
booger flavored one?
No, but wait, I'm not going to be a spoiler alert, but the last part of this story, here, have some jelly beans. The last part of the story, the very last page.
I don't know. Are you trying to poison me like you did with watermelon in 2015?
I hope not, but I don't know. I was eating these all morning. I was calling it the breakfast of champions. And then I'm looking like I can't really. I guess it says on the back. It says on the back what the flavors are. I didn't even look. I was just popping them in my mouth and
Trying to guess.
so it's going to be an interesting story when you see my, I'm chewing and you see my mouth everywhere. But it's a lot of fun, and certainly when you do it, have some jelly beans handy. You're going to want to do it, especially for the last page of this.
Very cute.
It's fun.
So going along with that, so every day, Monday through Thursday at noon, we post a video of us reading a story, and those will live on our YouTube page for a short period of time because of copyright issues. We can't let them live there for an extended length of time, but you can still go back and watch some of those for now. And then you register. Anyone can watch the video, but if you'd like to get a kit with activities and things that go along with the story,
Of course, another kit.
you can
Hello.
register for a kit. We have a limit of 30 kits, so get on there and register, and please come pick them up after you've registered for them. This one was super cute. So for Goldilocks, just some examples of things you might see. There was a little scavenger hunt in here. which I thought was really cute.
Yeah.
A little retelling where you can work on story sequencing skills and have the kids color and decorate and then make their own little Goldilocks book. A little set of characters you can have them tell their own story. You can cut those out and make your own little storyboard. And a kit of random materials to make a bed for Goldilocks, because the first bed is too hard, the second bed is too soft, the third bed is just right. So create
See if you can
your
do
own
it just
right bed. So really fun little activities that you can get, and every week is different. Like for the Jack and the Beanstalk, maybe you might get a chance to grow your own beanstalk. I don't know, just saying. For Gingerbread Man, that's going to be fun. I'm sure we'll have some cool things for that. So stay tuned. Make sure these are always on our website. The best thing that you can do, though, parents, is sign up for our newsletter. And then every single week you will get a nice little email from our friend Miss Carrie telling you of what's going on specifically for youth services that next week. And there's a link right in that newsletter to register for any of these things that we have said. So you can read it and say, oh, STEM Saturday, they're making the Skittle experiment. I want to register my child for that. You can go ahead, click on that, sign them up. A couple days later, pop in the library, pick up your kit. Again, if you are uncomfortable picking up your kit in the library,
we'll bring it to
give
you.
us a call. We'll put it in your trunk. You know, so we have a lot of options for that. So a lot of fun stuff, that we're trying to take the fun programs that we normally would do in-house. We're trying to find a way for you to do something at home. So as
Lots
best
of
as we
activities.
can, best as we can.
Yeah.
So another thing, I'm pretty excited about this. So we've really worked well with our friends at Huntington Learning Center. Mr. James Marsh has been amazing, and he's doing we're doing a virtual summer reading kind of program with him right now with the required summer reading. We did that in-house last summer, and it was great. And so this year we're doing it through Zoom, where him and myself or another staff member are tuning in to talk to the kids about the required summer reading. And he is this now with a math teacher going to be offering an SAT crash course. This was actually, I don't know if ironically is the correct term, but this was the SAT crash course we offered in March. Was the last physical program we had in our library in 2020.
Oh, wow.
At least for youth services.
Yeah.
Because that was like the first weekend of March, and the second week of March we closed.
Yeah.
So, but this time we're going to be offering it virtually. So the week of August 10th, 4 days in a row from 6 to 7, we'll have little hour-long sessions where they're going to do work on time management and evidence-based reading skills, grammar and language mechanics, strategies for using your calculator and no calculator math section. So it's going to go like every other day. One will be like the language arts part, and then the next day will be math, and then language arts math for the 4 days, hour long. There is a fee to this because we're bringing in two certified educators to run this program for us. But I mean, it's great SAT prep, because what happened was a lot of kids couldn't take the SATs because of everything that happened with COVID. So this tests all got canceled. So there is one coming up in August as of now. And so this will be nice, great review last minute before you go and take that August exam. So really great practice there for that. So you do need to call or visit the library to sign up for that, because there is a fee. We're only accepting credit card or check payment right now for that. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
Once again, another fine. Do you want? I know we're out of time. Do you want to mention Odd Squad quickly?
Sure. So another program we're going to have, another one of our two-part programs, one online, one with a kit, is going to be our Night with WQED with Odd Squad. So we'll do a little video about something from Odd Squad, and then we'll have a nice, fun activity kit. And WQED always sends us some fun goodies to go along with that too.
Yep.
So
Great.
little
Yep.
goodies for that.
Great partners.
So that's going to be on the 13th.
Excellent. No, that'll be fun. We have other things coming up, and we'll talk about that one on the next one,
Okay.
I think, right before we do all the books.
Perfect.
But again, we're going to do another Lego challenge, which was very popular. Again, read the newsletter. August 6th, right? August
Yes.
6th is pick up the bag of Legos, compliments of your Peters Township Public Library, and submit your ideas. Did you get a good one? Can you figure it out?
Blueberry, I think.
I was just going to say that reminds me of the girl in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
You're
and
turning
use that
violet,
blueberry. Yeah, you're gonna be a blueberry.
Mashed potatoes. Blueberry pie.
Roast beef with gravy. On that delicious note, I'm gonna have to give myself
Have your roast beef flavored jelly bean.
pina colada,
There you go. That's a good.
margarita, Bloody Mary. All right, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.